of a program that we hope for members of the press will be able to use as tools, but also our wider community to be able to tap into what we will be able to put out there to be able to tell our story. Ed.
Well, thank you, Pete. Thanks all of you for being here today. NBAA and GAMA are very excited to have an opportunity to talk today about a new public campaign that we are going to launch. I think everybody in our industry recognizes that we are a big industry made up of lots of different parts, but it's also very much a mutually dependent and mutually supportive industry. It's a community that has worked well together. And within that, I think it has been a particularly close relationship that has been maintained through the years between the manufacturers at GAMA and the business aviation operators at NBAA. It's a special relationship that I think has been reflected in many of the successes that Pete has talked about. It also has been reflected in some joint programs, including the advocacy campaign, No Plane, No Game. Today, NBAA and GAMA are pleased to announce we will be launching an all-new media campaign under a trusted banner, No Plane, No Game. Now let me be clear about this. This is not a relaunch. This is not a refresh. This is not an update. What this is an all-new media campaign launched under a trusted banner, but specifically calibrated to the challenges of today and to the technologies of today. With any campaign, there are clearly goals, objectives, and let me take just a minute to go through those. The goal of our campaign is a perception of business aviation as being essential to the United States. The target audience for our campaign are policymakers, Capitol Hill and the administration, and opinion leaders, and that includes the media, specifically the news media. So we have a goal, we have a target audience. What's our message? There are really four messages that will be part of the new No Plane, No Game campaign. The first message, and Pete has articulated it well, is jobs. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Business aviation in the United States means jobs. Over 1.2 manufacturing and service jobs. Jobs will be a key part of our message. Second key message, business aviation is a lifeline to communities with little or no commercial airline service. Pete just talked about the communities that are losing all commercial service in the United States. Those who aren't losing all commercial airline service are often losing frequency of airline service. I had an opportunity yesterday. I was talking to someone from Louisville, and they were talking on and on about how Louisville was losing its airline service. If a community as large and significant as Louisville is losing commercial airline service, what does it mean for every other community? These are communities that are increasingly dependent on business aviation as a lifeline for economic development and viability. Another key message that we'll be promoting is productivity. There are simply things that can be done with a business airplane mission that can't be done with any other mode of transportation. If you need to reach multiple sites in a single day, you need business aviation. If you need to go to a community with little or no commercial airline service, you need business aviation. If you need to move products and people quickly, you need business aviation. And clearly there are a lot of products you can't take on a commercial airplane because it won't fit in the overhead bin and it may be too sensitive to ship. And if you need to move a team that wants to work en route discussing proprietary information, You need business aviation. It's essential for your productivity. It's essential for the future of your small business. That will be a key message. And finally, the fourth message that will be part of this campaign is humanitarian relief. Pete's talked about some of those great programs, and the fact that so much of our community's health system and our emergency response is based on business aviation. That will be highlighted. So, again, we have a perception that we are promoting that business aviation is essential to America. We have a target audience of policymakers and opinion leaders. We have 4 key messages, and we have distribution channels that will include the internet. Obviously, key to any branded campaign today is a strong web presence. We will be launching today for all of you to begin looking at a new website called No Plane No Game at noplanenogame.org. That will give you an opportunity to see the fundamentals of the new No Plane No Game program. We will also be reaching out and doing advertising, both print and video. And I'd like to take this opportunity now to share with you part of the video ad that we hope to have running in the very near future.
What if one industry could generate millions of manufacturing and service jobs right here in America? One industry offering hope and economic opportunity to small towns that have lost their commercial airline service, strengthening America's businesses, enhancing productivity and communications, and providing emergency relief to neighbors and communities in times of crisis. What if one industry could do all this? Well, business aviation already does.
So there you saw in a 30-second advertisement, hopefully with some very powerful visuals, all 4 of those messages. That business aviation is about jobs. Business aviation is a lifeline to communities with little or no commercial airline service. Business aviation is a productivity enhancer for companies, and business aviation helps people in need. We think that these are the right messages, and we look forward to working with all of you in